right, you are live. Let's check out this company called Blackbird. Blackbird Web3 company. Let's see if crypto, or let's see if Grok can figure this out. All right, Blackbird Labs, yes. It seems you're asking on Blackbird, a Web3 company. Based on available information, there's a notable Web3 company called Blackbird, which aligns with your Blackbird Labs, which aligns with your query. Here's an overview. Web3 hospitality technology platform focused on revolutionizing the restaurant industry by enhancing connectivity between restaurants and their customers. Founded in 2022 by Ben Leventhal, co-founder of Eater and Resi, the company leverages blockchain technology to create loyalty, membership, and payment solutions. And this is really cool that he has already worked in the restaurant industry, so he knows. Like, this is a very good transition that we are recently seeing, where founders who have already crushed in the traditional Web2 conventional space, and they realized that there was just something that they couldn't exactly do. There was a problem that they just couldn't exactly do with the fundamentals of Web2, and Web3 just allows to do the same thing in a better way, because it's just built on different fundamentals. So it's really cool. Like someone like Ben Leventhal would already have he already had the expertise, already have the connections, has everything, and now it's all about using a different technology with different fundamentals, with better fundamentals, so you can solve the problem even better. The company leverages blockchain technology to create loyalty, membership, and payment solutions. Its mission is to boost restaurant revenue and customer retention through personalized experiences powered by Web3 innovations. Okay. Own blockchain network, Flynet, integrates with Coinbase's layer 2 base blockchain, uses NFC technology where diners tap their phones to create NFT based memberships and earn rewards in the form of Fly tokens, native currency. Blackbird Pay. Payment system, reducing transaction costs to around 2%, speeding up settlement times for restaurants, supports payments in Fly, USDC stablecoin, and traditional credit debit cards. That's really cool. Okay, so now people who actually have crypto, they can just swap to USDC on Base and spend that money. So now they actually have a good way, a reasonable way to spend their USDC. Because most of the time people are like, okay, what do I spend my crypto on? I made some money in crypto. Where do I go with this? Like, do I just keep buying NFTs? But now you exactly know that, oh, hey, go out with your friends, buy some food. Loyalty program. Customers own Fly tokens for dining, which can be redeemed for perks like off-menu items or exclusive experiences. The system tracks preferences and visit history to tailor rewards. Initiatives like the Blackbird Breakfast Club and Bar Blackbird aim to drive traffic during off-peak hours. Partner with Privy. Blackbird simplifies onboarding by allowing users to sign in with a phone number, automatically creating a self-custodial crypto wallet. No prior blockchain knowledge required. Significant capital, 11 million 22. Seed round, led by USV Shine Capital Multicoin. 24 in 23 Series A round, led by A16Z. Participation from QED, Variant, and others, totaling 35. As of 2025, it's active in over 100 restaurants, primarily in New York City, Barbuto, Momofuku, Crown Shy, with plans for expansion. Uses Web3 through decentralized loyalty programs, allowing points to potentially be portable across platforms, unlike traditional logged reward systems. Portable across platforms. It also aims to cut operational costs for restaurants facing shrinking margins, while making dining more engaging for customers through gamification and insider perks. If you meant a different Blackbird, no. You're good. You are good. Let's go. What do we have? New episode of Ben Leventhal and Jesse. Jesse from Weird Fun. Yes. We had Jesse Abone. Oh, so we already subscribed. Yeah, Abone. Subscribed. We discuss what is Blackbird, launching an L3, building a great consumer app, advice for founders, and more. How to build a great application. Advice for, let's go quickly and find out advice for founders. Let's see. 47.
Now that I got in the comments and said that, and that got me a meeting with the ESG team, and direction. Glad you didn't end up building, Silk Road itself. That's the direction I thought we were going. But then one other thing is you have spoken several times about building magical experiences for users. I think there's a lot of founders that listen to the show. So how do you think about building magical experiences, and maybe what do you think crypto can do better on that front?
Well, I think to me, when I say magic, I mean extremely low friction, extremely thoughtful. We had a rule when we were building Resi. The first rule that we put in place in terms of product was you had to have a reservation in 2 taps or less. That to me is sort of a practical example of how magic works. With Blackbird, you tap in with a puck, you have your phone in your hand for 10 seconds, and then your bill's paid. That feels magical to me. I think generally with crypto, we are falling way short of magic, but we're quickly making up ground. We use Privy to spin up our wallets behind the scenes, and that's helping us deliver magic in a big way because we have more than 100,000 wallets behind our users, and not a single one of those people have had to do anything to get those wallets in the onboarding or anywhere else. So I think we're making up ground, but I think there's so much friction in that really was for a long time hardwired into anyone's crypto experience, and it's all got to go away. So that's the first thing. But like I said, I think there's lots of companies and lots of builders that are focusing on that and making headway really, really fast. I think generally the point that I would make to anyone trying to build something is you got to understand how high the bar is. I mean, products these days work. The good ones work incredibly well. They're doing amazing things with design, functionality, with technology behind the scenes. That's what you're up against. You're up against the tippity top in whatever you're doing. You're not up against anyone but them. And that should really be a forcing function for a founder to understand where the bar is. If you're saying, well, my app does this, but you got to do these 3 things, and that's not going to work. I think over time, the bar gets higher and higher and higher because we all get better and better at this stuff, and we just have to be realistic about that. And so, that's how we think about it. Hopefully, we hold ourselves a high enough bar that at the end of the day, when a consumer uses our app, it feels great.
I have one other shower thought here to get in that we haven't touched on, and it is that it's a little bit of history. That Ben.
I think I've been in this office for Ovarian Fun. Yeah, there was a Taco Tuesday over here.
Probably knows a hell of a lot better than I do, but I learned recently that the very first credit card was something called Dine. And I think the founding story, Ben, you can fill me in or wrong here, but I think the story is there's this guy who's like a social guy in New York, and he used to have a lot of nerds out, and one night he has a big group and forgot his wallet, and he got really upset. He's like, I wish there were a way I could, just pay without having to think about my wallet and carry much cash on me. So that was like the founding story of Dine, which was like the first kind of internationally accepted credit card. And then of course later, Visa got started. And I think the interesting thing about Visa is that Visa was basically a consortium. So it's cooperative. It was a consortium of a bunch of banks that essentially the issuers of the cards like own them. So a little bit just interesting history with a ton of overlap with what Blackbird's doing, both with starting with restaurants. Everybody goes to restaurants is a great way to build a credit card now. And then secondly, the ownership model is something that there's also precedent for. If you want to go get a bunch of parties to cooperate on building things now, well, Visa did that and grew the network bigger faster by giving everyone ownership of it. So I like this history because it's just proof in the pudding, like good precedent for Blackbird's success, and Blackbird's just doing it on the modern technology set, mobile phones and well.
We talk about Dine Visa all the time.
Cool. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because it's for people listening, it's like it's worth digging in on.
This is really cool. Yeah, and yeah, like this is it. Like he said, for Resi, we already had the goal for reducing the reservation to less than 2 taps or just 2 taps, and now he's saying the exact same thing. With crypto we can do even better. It's just like an NFC. It's just an NFC tap, and with Privy your account is created, which is crazy. So founder who has already won in the Web2 market, and now crypto just helps them to do the same thing better. What do we have? All right, Masari is also a good one. What do they say about, hey, Masari, what's up? Upgrade to enterprise to read this report. Yeah, this is interesting. This is the same thing we covered in the conversation, the stream about Zora. Yeah, information. People want information for free. I want to read this information for free, but producing this information takes a lot of money. Dylan probably did a lot of research, and I want this for free. So there has to be a good market, good way to reward Dylan, to reward Masari, to do this research and put up this information online. But it's of no use if nobody can actually read it, if everything is behind a paywall, right? So no use. We just need to find a better model. Blackbird Web3 startup from Resi co-founder wants diners to pay meals in crypto. Yes. Really cool. Blackbird Pay would allow diners to pay for their food using Fly, the cryptocurrency that doubles as loyalty points in Blackbird's restaurant rewards system. Blackbird Labs, the restaurant loyalty platform founded by Resi and Eater co-founder Ben Leventhal, announced the launch of Blackbird Pay, a system that will allow participating restaurants to accept payment in cryptocurrency. Backed by American Express, NA16Z raised more than 24 million last year amid a wider mania around Web3. When was this written? July 24. Okay. Initial pitch for the platform available in New York, San Francisco, and Charleston. Where's Charleston? Was to provide diners with a way to earn rewards and exclusive perks from some of their favorite restaurants. For the notoriously finicky restaurant business, the platform aimed to drive traffic and deliver new streams of revenue. Allowing consumers to pay for the meals using the Fly cryptocurrency, the tokens can be earned as loyalty points for dining a dining at participating restaurants or purchased in the Blackbird app using Coinbase's popular USDC stablecoin. Since they avoid merchant card fees, lower than typical credit card fees, which can be as high as 3.75, restaurants on the Blackbird Pay network pay a flat fee of 2% per transaction, saving them money on every transaction. Blackbird Pay enhances diners' end of meal experience by enabling them to skip the dreaded let's get the check moment and enjoy the magic of paying the check-in app at any point so they can leave whenever they're ready, just like having an old school house account. This is really cool. This is really cool. Yeah, yeah. So this is really cool because this is what people usually talk about, that hey, having AI, having these robots is not about removing waiters from the experience. We removing servers, removing staff members from the experience. You still want staff. You still want those happy, smiling faces, like who are helping you figure things out from the menu, who are just talking to you, making sure you feel welcome. It's more about the fact that you can get the work out of the experience. You can get the work, the this work like, hey, let's get the check. Can we get the check? Stuff like that. And then hey, how do you want to split it up, stuff like that. So you can just focus on, hey, let's pay it and get it done. Let's just pay from our phone and we are done. And then you can, with the staff, you can actually have a conversation. You can, like, I was with my buddies at a beautiful restaurant which is really focused on a welcoming experience, and we got to talk with so many people. We were just having fun with them, having random conversation with them, and they were constantly checking in every 5 to 6 minutes that hey, what do you want, what do you want, what can I get for you. And that's beautiful, rather than, oh, how do you want it to split, give me 5 minutes, I'll come back, whatever. It's all powered by the new Blackbird mainnet, a layer 3 blockchain based on top of Coinbase's base chain based so-called layer 2 network, offers users a fast cheap option for transacting on the popular Ethereum blockchain. Has spent 2 decades in the restaurant industry and previously founded Resi, the reservation platform, and Eater, a major food focused media outlet. In an interview with Coindesk, restaurants as a humongous industry made up of tiny players. Unlike airlines and hotels, which are dominated by large players, restaurants don't have leverage individually, which is why they are so rarely profitable. For me, the best restaurants are not necessarily the ones with the 4 stars, but the ones where you walk in and you just immediately understand you are in exactly the right place, and there's no place better for you to be at that moment. As good as they are at all that, they are just terrible in terms of managing profitably. It's impossible to predictably grow revenue when they are paying a lot of fees for a lot of things on the technology side. In particularly, the fees that they pay for processing are incredibly high. That's where Blackbird comes in. We are endeavoring to build a platform in partnership with the restaurant industry that's focused on rewards and payments. And we think those are the levers to really creating massively improved operating margins and massively improved strategy. This is really cool. Obviously, this comes with a lot of knowledge working in the industry, where he says that the best restaurants are not necessarily the ones with 4 stars, but the ones where you walk in and you immediately understand you are in exactly the right place. And there's no better place for you to be at that moment. As good as they are at all that, they're just terrible in terms of managing profitably. Really cool. All right, this is by, oh, same blog. We thought it was different. Blackbird Labs USB. Let's go. Yes, Fred Wilson. Oh, 22. Wow. I used to be looking for applications that can bring hundreds of millions of users onto Web3. As great as the decentralized finance and digital art applications of Web3 are, they aren't likely to get my mom or your mom onto Web3. One area we have been looking to for mainstream adoption is Web3 loyalty programs. The use of points has made credit cards a source of great value for consumers over the last 50 years. Web3 has the opportunity to make points more fluid, more interoperable, and more valuable for consumers. An obvious place to innovate in this market is the dining and hospitality sector. Diners should enjoy the same kind of loyalty programming that they find in other categories like travel. So we are excited to talk about our recent investment in Blackbird Labs. Blackbird is a Web3 loyalty and payments company focused on leveraging the power of direct connectivity between restaurants and their guests. Blackbird will be among the first Web3 applications, Web3 platforms, purpose built for the hospitality industry. Blackbird Labs was founded by Ben Leventhal, co-founder of Eater, and Resi, two companies that have transformed the restaurant industry. Eater was acquired by Vox in 2013, Resi by American Express in 2019. Oh, this is big. This is really big. Wow. We have known Ben for a decade and a half and have admired the companies he has founded and built. We have been talking to him about opportunities at the intersection of Web3 and hospitality for the last year. We are excited to join Shine, Multicoin, and a host of other investors in Blackbird Labs. This is really cool. This is really cool. Wow. Web3 loyalty and payments company focused on leveraging the power of direct connectivity between restaurants and their guests. Blackbird will be among the first Web3 platforms purpose built for the hospitality industry. For the hospitality industry, and it's really cool how they are saying hospitality industry, not just that hey, we're not just here for restaurants in New York. We are here for everything. We're coming for everything. Blackbird. Wow. Download Blackbird for the best rewards in the restaurant game. Use Blackbird Pay and never wait on the check again. So right now they're really focused on payments for the check, which is a great use case. And I'm just curious, how do they let the people know that hey, we had Blackbird and we have already paid? You need some sort of way to make sure that they can confirm. Download the app, Breakfast Club NYC, drop 4. Let's see, what is this? Breakfast Club. $25. Okay. Breakfast is the meal where things get done. Shop, talked, ideas hatched, deals made, which means you're going to need to caffeinate. Wow. Breakfast is the meal where things get done. Shop, talked, ideas hatched, deals made, which means you are going to need to caffeinate. Whoa, poetic. Join the new and expanded Blackbird Breakfast Club in New York and unlock a complimentary coffee or tea at over 20 of our favorite spots across the city every day until 11 a.m. You'll also enjoy exclusive Blackbird Breakfast Club merch, access to members only events, a 2500 fly bonus, and since you'll be fueled up with all that extra caffeine, invites to quarterly runs with Dirty Bird Run Club. All this for $25 a month. Quantities are limited, so join today. That's really cool. Dirty Bird Run Club. Coffee every day. Coffee, tea on the house. Daily until 11 a.m. Multiple spots. Use your pass at some of our favorite restaurants and cafes. Exclusive merch. Blackbird Breakfast Club merch. Members only events. Access to private Blackbird Breakfast Club events. And just $25 on sale now. Okay. Community runs, quarterly runs with Dirty Bird Run Club. Let's see. Can I search Dirty Bird Run Club? Wow. Look at this. DBRC, Dirty Run Bird Club. Dirty Bird Run Club. Look at this. This guy's in a whoop. Some people are in just like fun jackets. Okay. Welcome to Dirty Bird Run Club. This is really cool. We're running it back from the pressure of performance, the culture of the click, reigniting the love, resetting the run. When we fly, it's grounding. When we fly, it's fun. Wow. Look at this photo. This is really cool. Dirty Bird Run Club. Dirty. This is really cool. Dirty. Warning, running in groups on open roadways, public areas, and other spaces can be dangerous. Serious bodily injury and death can occur even when you and those around you are exercising extraordinary care. You must run at your own risk. Thank you for being careful. By joining any of our runs and events, all participants hereby Release Dirty Bird Run Club, their directors, officers, agents, sponsors, advertisers, partners, volunteers, employees, affiliates, and all other persons and entities from all liability. This is a cool photo. I love photos like this. See you out there. Want to know more about our runs and events? Check out our Instagram regularly, join our Strava page, and jump into our Geneva community. DBRC morning, every Wednesday morning, 4-ish miles point to point, starts at Little Island, ends at Laughing Man Cafe. Laughing Man Cafe, I think I know this. 6:25 a.m. for the party pacers. 6:30 a.m. for everyone else. No backdrop, free. DBRC TBT. Some Thursdays, check IG Strava or Geneva 5-ish miles. Out and back. Starts and ends at Little Island, 7 p.m. for everyone. 9:15 per mile is encouraged. No backdrop. I have no idea what 9:30 mile is in kilometers. DBRC, actually, let's quickly check because I'm just like, I don't know what pace are we talking over here. Programming wrapping up. Alright, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? What? 10-16 kilometer per hour. No, we need this. Okay, I think this one makes sense. 9:30 per mile running pace to kilometer. 5 minutes 54 seconds. 5 minutes 54 seconds. Okay, that's a, yeah, that's good. That's slow. That's slow. I run around. Yeah, I now run at 5. I used to run at 4:30. Some Saturdays check IG, Strava or Geneva 10-ish miles point to point. Starting ending point differs and is announced on IG Strava 8:30 a.m. for everyone. 9:15 per mile is encouraged. No backdrop, free. DBRC next stop. DBRC morning run with On. Okay, so On is the partner, running partner. Soft wins. Women are elite. Happy International Women's Day. Nice. Nice. On.com. You got On. Oh shit, so many people. Soft Saturday. Soft Saturday. This is cool. Soft Saturday. The On store is so good. The On store is so good. DBRC March 25. Direct guide to the next 30 days. DM for more info. Every Wednesday, the anchor to our week, our bread and butter, your standing reservation 4 miles easy along the WSH with coffee at the end. No backdrop. All are welcome. All are welcome. Friday, we WE Birds, Mama on Washington, BK Birds, EV Birds. What is this? Easy Friday 5K into coffee with your local birds. No backdrop. All are welcome. Dare to trail. Take on the trails with the all-female Dares team. No backdrop. Easy 5 miles. This is cool. 5 miles is actually crazy. I would think of 5 kilometers. 5 miles is like 10 kilometers, 10k. Cheer on your birds in Central Park, then bring finishers and friends to McGee's pub for a pint or two. A united flock all day long. This is cool. Varying routes and paces, all in the name of distance. No backdrops. Keep a lookout for more info. Beat the pavement and get dirty. An entry-level trail run not too far from home. No backdrop. Easy 5 miles. Okay, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. The annual pilgrimage. Smile, your Guinness is here. This is cool. You run, grab beer. DBRC, DBRC. Wow, look at this photo. Really cool. Yeah, we want more photographers like this. An electric set by Austin Off the Grid. Who's next? Got that Dementor filter on the lens. I love this filter. I love this filter. So good. Look at this photo. Crazy. Sick, sick, sick. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Wow. Beautiful. 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 Oh, it was. So what do we have? What are we looking at? Is this by Blackbird? I think it is by Blackbird. Austin Off the Grid. Whoa, look at this shot. Really cool. Really cool. Austin, let's go. Let's go. Cameras are cheaper. Can we message Austin? Austin. The photos on DBRC are sick. Okay, good. Perfect. Now let's go back. Okay, let's go back. All right, all right. What do we have? Spots. So these are all the top coffee spots in New York. Black Seed, Butcher's Daughter, Fairfax, Girthy, Ishiki, Lobby Bar Low, D, Mazedar, Mama, Serenico, Slate Cafe, Spring Cafe, Aspen, Bakery, Two Hands, Williamsburg, Welseca, Winner in the Park. Offering includes coffee, tea, and espresso-based drinks, but it's up to the restaurant's discretion which items are part of this program. Some partners may only offer this promotion for dine-in service, no refills. This is crazy. Like somebody goes like, I just am allowed it. Can I get a refill? Your pass renews each month. Check your payment settings in the app to view our renewal dates. Really cool. Okay, let's go to Blackbird website now. 9 out of 10 maitre d's recommend Blackbird. Nice. 9 out of 10 maitre d's recommend Blackbird. Introducing a loyalty app for lovers of great restaurants. Wow. Lovers of great restaurants. This is really cool. A beautiful first landing page. Great line. It's very similar to buying Colgate toothpaste. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Colgate. 9 out of 10 maitre d's recommend Blackbird. Introducing loyalty app for lovers of great restaurants. So why would 9 out of 10 maitre d's recommend? Number one, these are customers who are loyal. They have been coming to the restaurant, or either they have existing loyalty with that restaurant, or they are just a good user, good people, like good people who with a lot of reputation score. So maitre d's just trust them, like restaurants just trust them. Okay, that is cool. Featured in New York Times, Time, TechCrunch, Fast Company, Fortune. Blackbird is a loyalty company that rewards people who love restaurants. Featured in the New York Times, Fast Company, Time for its innovative design and transformative payments experience. How Blackbird works. This is beautiful. What is happening over here? Connect with great restaurants for access. Blackbird restaurants are the best restaurants. Discover the ones that match your dining personality and connect to them. You can even DM for reservations. Prawn Seep. check in with Blackbird to earn status and rewards. The more you check in, the more you get treated like a regular. Check in with Blackbird to earn status and rewards. The more you check in, the more you get treated like a regular. You also earn Flyer Universal Rewards currency, which you can spend at Blackbird restaurants. Check out your Blackbird check in. Your Blackbird check is open under Daniel B. Tell your server. Blackbird Pay. Wow, this experience, this page looks beautiful. Pay with Fly. Okay. Payment, Blackbird, American Express. So Ben Leventhal already sold one of his company to American Express, Resi, and there's a deep partnership over there. Tip 25%. Add other people. Check out. Load your wallet, vault a card, or spend Fly like it's cash money. Use the Blackbird app and never wait for the check again. So they were very clear. They were very clear value for the customer that okay, never wait for the check again. But then what they're also doing is a lot of things. A lot of things are happening over here. Number one, they're building a reputation. They're building a reputation of a good customer, helping restaurants understand who has a good reputation for a customer, who should we prioritize. If we have like 5 people in front of us who are just strangers who just booked in at the last minute, who should we prioritize? We should prioritize regulars. We should prioritize customers who are really, really loyal to us. Then they're also creating these really good reputation score and loyalty program for everybody. Okay, we are expanding, just launched in Charleston, SC, and San Francisco, CA. Okay, be regular everywhere. Find out more about the restaurants on Blackbird and why dining will never be the same. Sweet Rose Creamery, Prawn Seep. What is Fly? Oh, this is good. This is good. Think airline points, but for restaurants. Anytime you dine at a Blackbird spot, you earn Fly rewards. Through the Blackbird app, you can track your balance and spend them anywhere that accepts Blackbird. We wrote a white paper about Fly. If you are the type that likes a deep dive, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant business. It's like a fancy restaurant payment app. But if you're a nerd, they basically just didn't say if you're a nerd. If you're the type that likes a deep dive. Introducing Fly, F2, and the Blackbird Flynet, powering the restaurant economy of the future. Too bright. Let's go. This is a third update to what we previously called the Fly paper, initially published in 23. Blackbird is the first decentralized platform built especially for the hospitality industry. It and its connected enterprises facilitate instant and direct connectivity between restaurants and their guests while providing both parties an engagement, loyalty, and payments network. For restaurant operators, it is time to accept the simple but daunting reality that economic sustainability can no longer be achieved through disciplined operations and legacy best practices. The future relies on operators shifting their focus towards guest segmentation, engagement, and retention, functions that require a rewiring of how restaurants work and how they think about and understand maximizing customer lifetime value. This adjustment in strategy, if made successfully, will change everything. This is interesting. Like, if I once go to a restaurant and have a beautiful experience, do I want to keep going over there? Interesting. Guest eat and loyalty challenges. Too often, a restaurant's loyalty program just means free desserts for VIPs. Noted restaurant operator and best-selling author. Today, it is surprisingly hard for restaurants to connect with guests, let alone measure LTV, and therefore use loyalty to systematically drive top-line revenue growth. There are, of course, myriad loyalty and rewards systems in use today, and there is a broad precedent for consumers earning points by visiting restaurants. Legacy examples tend to be ingenious such that they fall short in 4 critical ways. Misaligned interest. Programs generally encourage loyalty not to restaurants but instead to the third parties that run them. Though restaurants pay fees for the privilege of allowing their customers to earn points, they do not themselves own points or control how they can be redeemed, and are therefore not a party to the benefit of these systems. Lack of control. Without direct, fine grained program control, it is impossible to reliably and measurably drive desired outcomes. Data fidelity. This makes sense. Like if they're a rewards program, like Uber Eats might have a rewards program, but Uber controls the reputation score that is not really shared with the restaurant itself. Hmm. Without direct fine-grained program control, it is impossible to reliably and measurably drive desired outcomes. Data fidelity. Each restaurant program operates independently of the others. As a result, a restaurant's knowledge of any individual customer's value is siloed and incomplete, and only can be calibrated over a long period of time. Plus, it is generally limited to a restaurant or restaurant group. Point of purchase liquidity. Points are not sufficiently liquid at the time of purchase. Data ownership, specifically data related to consumer identity and spending, is what limits the utility of the data today. It is held in third party databases, repositories that are hardly interoperable, into which neither restaurants nor guests themselves have sufficient access. Connectivity is indeed the name of the game, but restaurant. So basically, what's happening over here is that today, if today the reputation of the guest, the points earned by the guest, they are all siloed. Restaurant A has no idea what if this guest has ever been to other restaurants or not, or how their reputation has been, how much they have spent, how much points they have. What we are doing now is that all that data is being shared with all the restaurants. So restaurant A also have data of what their guest has spent, or the reputation they have, and the amount of money they spend, and the amount of points they have from other restaurants in the ecosystem. It is held in third party databases, repositories that are hardly interoperable, and to which neither restaurants or guests themselves have sufficient access. Connectivity is indeed the name of the game, but restaurants face the compound problem of having an extremely low fidelity understanding of who their customers are, while at the same time see previous observations regarding profitability paying extremely high fees for access to them. An interoperable coalition approach would provide all players with holistic view of activity and therefore LTV. So one of the big things is that restaurants, one of the big things is just saving money on these stupid loyalty programs that are just siloed. So that's where restaurants are mainly saving their money. It's about spending less and getting more benefit. A tokenization opportunity. It's less about how much money you made on the food. That, oh, the steak the steak costed $5 for us. This plating, this hiring of this one employee, and all of that. It comes to a total of $10, and then we sold it for $50, so we had a profit of 40. It's not about how do we increase the profit on the food side of it. No, it's about helping. It's about the expenses that the restaurant was doing in terms of maintaining loyalty, reservation, all of that, and the time of server staff spent on managing the experience of a customer. It's about how do we optimize that side of it. It's less about the food and kitchen side. For the food and kitchen, we have other startups going on. The state of the restaurant economy. The restaurant and food service industry in the US generated more than $1 trillion in total sales in 23, and 11% year over year increase. Okay. Foundation identity on Blackbird. In order to address the legacy shortfalls noted in previous sections, Blackbird initially provides 4 foundational data components, which when combined create a guest profile for every restaurant customer on the platform. Delivers this guest profile to participating platform restaurants at the time of check-in or NFC chip tap. Each of these components should also be considered a building block designed to fuel the open development of newly imagined tools and systems for the platform ecosystem. Personal identifiable information. This data is stored securely in Blackbird databases. Access to this data component will be limited and governed by local privacy regulations and requirements. History of restaurant check-ins. Every consumer user of Blackbird has an anonymized crypto wallet on chain where users self-custody their individual platform check-in and membership activities verified by the restaurants themselves. Guest value score, this reputation, a measure of an individual guest expected lifetime value to the restaurant calculated by Blackbird Labs. Spending wallet balance. If a guest is holding Fly, Blackbird appends the data point to the guest profile. So now we are getting to the Fly token. Fly token utility evolution. Whoa, look at this design. Okay, beautiful design. We got pizza as the bronze. You can only afford pizza. The silver is cocktail, and gold is when you can afford a nice dinner. In-house soft benefits, utility flywheel, contribute, reward, engage, grow. Consumers and restaurants contribute to the restaurant economy by providing demand and supply to the system respectively. Reward, restaurants and Blackbird reward customers in Fly for these contributions. Engage, and then consumers engage restaurants in exchange Fly for network value add opportunities. Grow, engagement leads to industry growth, that is new economic activity between customers and restaurants. In-house soft benefits, restaurants can allow customers to redeem Fly for perks such as discounts, dishes, membership tier upgrades, and other miscellaneous items offered by ecosystem partners. In-house hard benefits, users with high Fly balances or throughput in their wallets can receive extra benefits, the high balance being a gate of sorts to unlock premium offerings like buybacks. For some Blackbird events, Fly can be accepted as payment or minimum Fly balance or throughput, and users' wallet might be requirement for purchase eligibility. Guest acquisition, training, and targeting. On-platform spending power. Selling and managing their membership programs or processing transactions. Ecosystem expansion. Eventually, the network could enable Fly payment functionality, and merchants and other industries or external partners subject to regulatory considerations might develop systems to purchase and reward Fly to their own customers as promotion incentives. Restaurant network growth, consumer discovery of restaurants, data visualization, data marketplace, token supply and Flynet operations. Network participants logged until required utility threshold met. Total allocation. Flynet treasury 148 million. Okay. Claim period name Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Caravaggio, Botticelli. This is really cool. They're like Teenage Turtles. You were just using those names: Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Caravaggio, Botticelli. Block fees, long-term decentralized governance. Okay, really cool. The supersonic. Okay. Here's where we talk about technology, restaurants, and the future of dining. Yeah, Ben Leventhal already has an experience with. He has an experience with creating a reservation company. This is really cool. How Blackbird seems like the. Yeah, it's really cool to see like how Blackbird seems like the next step for Ben Leventhal, because he already worked in the reservation business, he already worked in the media business, and now this is the combination of both, where it's a combination of both and even doing something better because you are built on a better foundation. So you can have the supersonic media stuff going on. I'm guessing this obviously looks really good. A new app lets you hire your own bodyguards. Ben Leventhal. Okay, so he's writing himself. Where is this hosted? This is hosted on Substack, right? Supersonic Blackbird.xyz. I think this is Substack. Oh, what happened? This is Substack. Yes. Yeah, this is Substack. Perfect. So, yeah, great. You had the reservation business sold to American Express. You had the media business sold to Vox, and now you can solve the same problems that you were solving in the restaurant business, in the reservation business, better with Web3. You also have a lot of experience with creating media, so you are creating beautiful media around it. The technology is better, everything's coming together. Nice. Welcome to Small Talk, an email I serve out every Monday morning exclusive to our Breakfast Club members in NYC and Charleston. Premise is simple. My top of mind topics for the week were the breakfast, lunches, and dinners. I had any time some chatter is required. From now on, I'll be sharing it with subscribers of the Supersonic as well. In the club. Clubs are having a moment, aren't they? Not the unk kind, but a different variety. For Gen Z, it's wellness clubs like Hume in LA, where for $3.95 a month you can get lymphatic drainage massages, B12 shots, and sip rooftop matcha with fellow health conscious ilk. Sounds wild, but for older, shall we say, slightly more well heeled boomers. There's former Netflix CEO Reed Hastings' Powder Mountain. Oh, Powder Mountain, yes. He bought Powder Mountain from the guys. I forgot their name, but the guys who started the Summit conference, and who were not able to manage it. So Reed Hastings just bought the Powder Mountain from them. They had big visions for Powder Mountain, but they couldn't actually do it. The locals weren't happy, and Reed Hastings already had a house over there. Of what do we call it? A chalet over there. He was like, "Let me take over." Which now offers a members only enclave for 2,000. Okay, when was this written? March 3rd. Okay, so this is the latest update. So Reed Hastings is actually doing something interesting with Powder Mountain. The Netflix tycoon, his private resort, and the future of skiing. Create a members only enclave on Utah's Powder Mountain. He's walking a gratification tightrope, and a ski industry, and the ski industry in influx is watching every step. When Alvin Kobe fired up the first riftly chairlift on his family's sheep pastures in 72, high above the Utah town of Eden, he called this new winter destination Powder Mountain. He rigged up lights for the night skiing and put his wife June in charge of ticket sales and a barbecue outside a makeshift lodge. The snow that Utah markets as the greatest on earth was more plentiful than profits. Lift tickets were as cheap as June's hot dog. Reed Hastings, the billionaire founder of Netflix, is perched on an Italian leather sofa, lean and lightly bearded. He wears jeans and a black polo neck. 23 months after he retired as the chief executive, he's 64, bought a resort that now includes. They totally skipped that story of Summit. Okay, I'm guessing they will come back to it, but this is interesting. Includes 12,000 acres of skiable terrain, 11 lifts, 4 restaurants. His log shaped ski out Serrar house on stilts, which is accessed via a steel bridge, stands 2,700 meters near the top of Powder Mountain. Wow, some of the homes at Powder Haven, the resort's private enclave. Wait, does this mean his log shaped ski out Serrar house? Does that mean that you can just like start skiing from your house? It seems like you can just like get out of your house and directly you are going to ski. This is so cool. Yeah, so your first run is basically straight from your house. Really cool. I used to snowboard 10 days a winter when I was at Netflix, says Hastings, who owns shares worth more than 2 billion in the TV giant. Now he owns, which he now chairs. He bought the resort for an undisclosed price and made an additional initial investment of 100 million. Now it's more like 80 days. When the snow falls, I get to drop right out of here, and it's just magical. Beautiful. Lightly bearded in his jeans. So far, 150 plots have been sold and 50 homes built. A final batch of 100 plots will go on sale this summer. Really cool. A snowboarder in Davenport. A bowl for members to enjoy private guided cat skiing. He also tired of the crowds, which he says only grew when Whale Resorts bought Park City in 2014. One of the bigger buyouts by the two Colorado conglomerates that now dominate US skiing. Pow Mao, for a short, was struggling financially, though a local's favorite Powder Mountain was struggling financially. Buying the whole place was the last thing on my mind. He was looking forward to retiring a few years later, spending time spending more time with his snowboard and philanthropic work. It was uncrowded and expensive, which is a bad quadrant to be in. It was uncrowded and inexpensive. In 2006, the consortium had bought the resort from Kobe, but plans for the mega resort stalled in face of local protests in the 2008 crash. Enter the Summit Bros. Oh shit, right here. Four entrepreneurs who bought the resort for 40 million in 2013. High on the Success Summit series, an elite events company described as TED meets Burning Man, they plan to build a new urbanist community of tech visionaries, celebrities, and progressive billionaires. Ashton Kutcher was involved early on, as was Richard Branson. Hastings says he was drawn to the mountain more than the summit dream. Either way, beyond a few dozen homes, some infrastructure, and the Sky Lodge, the plans fizzled out. Imagine seeing this with your eyes. Wow. I hoped it would work, and in hindsight, I was a sucker. He felt like he had no choice when the summit guys invited him to step in, and believes the resort would likely otherwise have been bought up by one of the Colorado giants. Instead, he was guaranteed its independence by tying its fortune to his own. Whenever the Netflix stock goes up $100, my team here are like, that's another lift we can buy. Whether he can preserve its soul is a bigger question. He says a public-private model is the only way to sustain the resort without crowd, but that carries a cost to the public side of the resort. Okay, this is really cool. I have to go, but hey, this is also pretty good. Let's see. The price of a poaching powder without having to rub elbows with Hoi Polio. Everyone spent out 2 million on the plot of land plus 100k in annual dues. Such gatekeeping tactics, which while certainly under high scrutiny in the already elitist and highly criticized world of American skiing, might be welcome at Soho House, at least among members who believe its exclusivity and service standards have gone down since the British brand went public 4 years ago. Ranks have swelled by 70%. Feuds over the club's future are now being waged by two billionaires with differing options. It all sounds very boom boom, the new aesthetic, fetishizing 80s greed and glamour. The term has been coined by the same trend forecaster who coined vibe shift and normcore. For those without a membership anywhere, there's always Chez Fifi, the Upper East Side hotspot that ostensibly is bookable, even though we all know that securing a table is nigh possible. However, what is this? Chez Fifi, it's hot, it's mysterious. No, go back. It's on the Upper East Side. Oh no. Don't let me read anything. Okay, Vans, skis, and jeans. Okay, hire your own bodyguards. In a world in which Fartcoin can rally, one might ask it, if instead of the simulation theory we all live inside a meme that might explain Protector, a new app that aims to be the Uber for guns. Currently live in LA and NYC, the app allows you to hire your own security detail in the wake of Luigi Mangione, United Healthcare CEO murder. It's something the company is leaning into. Neom, the Saudi Arabian real estate development that will have things such as upside down skyscrapers and a 170-kilometer long mirrored skyscraper, as well as be the size of a state or a small country, wants 5 million tourists by 2030. Given that it's now considered cool simply to line up for things, the coalescence of consumer and experience culture, to say nothing of hype culture, just might make such lofty projections a reality. For the armchair traveler, there's Monster Hunter Wilds, the sixth installment in a Japanese video game series for the armchair traveler. So rich in detail it can make it feel as if you are playing a fantastical version of David Attenborough documentary. Killing the monsters has also rendered players sympathetic and so true to the natural world is the game that say after you have slayed a whale and moved on, the whale's carcass can sustain a local ecosystem for your simulations indeed. Really cool, really cool. Okay, this was good. I think I have to do another version of Blackbird, because it's just all about experiences, and experiences are just beautiful experiences. All right.